To all, myself, Dr. M. Shanmugam, Assistant Regional Director, IGNOR Regional Center, Bangalore. Today, on the mark of the International Yoga Day, Regional Center, Bangalore organized a webinar on yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So, in this webinar, our Senior Regional Director, Dr. S. Radha Madam, is instrumental to organize, to fix the expert, to have a webinar on this occasion to mark the International Yoga Day. So in this meeting or in this webinar, we communicated all these, our IGNOR learners to participate, and also our RC Regional Center staff also. Now I request Dr. Yama Malini, Assistant Regional Director, to welcome the gatherings and also the expert. Over to Dr. Yama Malini, Madam.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to all. A warm welcome to all at the outset. And today, on the occasion of International Yoga Day, which we celebrate every year on the 21st of June, we have organized this webinar on Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and the theme of Yoga and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. For this webinar, we have invited Madam Amrutavalli, the Principal, KK Institute International Public School, Bangalore. And Madam is the very good yoga trainer, and she's very good experience in the field. And we have invited her for to be the resource person for today's webinar. Madam has kindly given the consent and agreed to be the resource person. And I welcome Amrutavalli Madam on behalf of our regional director and on behalf of all the staff of regional center and the study center coordinators, and on behalf of all the students. Hearty welcome to you, Madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
you
so
for giving consent to be the resource person for today's program. And I also thank Radha Madam for inviting Madam as the resource person for this webinar. And I take this opportunity to welcome our Senior Regional Director, Dr. S. Radha Madam, and who is instrumental behind organizing this webinar. And I thank Madam, and I also welcome Radha Madam on behalf of all the staff and all the students to this webinar. Welcome you, ma'am. And I also welcome my colleagues, Assistant Regional Director, Dr. M. Shanmugam, Dr. Kasturi, and Assistant Registered Shantalakshmi Madam, Badrinath Sir, and all the staff of Assistant Director Rajshekhar Sir, and all our regional center staff who are present in this webinar. Welcome you all on behalf of all the students. And I also welcome the coordinators of all the study centers present in this meeting today. I also welcome all the academic counselors join this webinar. Welcome you all on behalf of the regional center. Also welcome the very special welcome to all our students of IGNOR and also the students of regular colleges who have joined this webinar today. And thank you very much for the opportunity, sir. I welcome you all once again. Thank you very much.
Now the introduction of the today's expert, Amrutavalli R. Madam is working as an educator for the past 7 years. Presently working as a principal in Sri KK Education Center, Magadi Road. Practitioner of yoga from last 10 years and participated in seminar and conference on importance of yoga. Yoga for life and yoga as a medicine in different parts of the city. And Madam also plays an administrative role, academic role for these institutions. So on behalf of all these participants, this is the introductions about our expert today. Now I request our Senior Regional Director, Dr. S. Radha Madam, to give a opening remarks on this mark, followed by the expert will deliver the talk. Now I request to Dr. Radha Madam, please.
Sir, good morning, sir. There was some technical problem in the mobile, so I logged in the mobile, sorry. My computer is not working. And good morning to all. Hearty welcome to this International Yoga Day 2022. And my special thanks to Amritavalli Madam, who has joined within a short span of time. I am, of course, actually, within a one day, I have invited her. She accepted and joined with us. Really thankful to you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. And today, on this auspicious occasion, we gather here to celebrate International Yoga Day. It is a day of great significance as we come together to acknowledge and embrace the ancient practice of yoga that has been enriching the lives of millions around the world. The theme for this year International Yoga Day is Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which beautifully captures our shared aspirations for one earth, one family, and one future. I'm repeating, one earth, one family, and one future. Or we can say, the world is the one family. So, Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam signifies the application of the principles and practice of yoga in promoting the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. When we apply the principles of yoga in the context of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it means recognizing and embracing the interconnectedness of all beings. Yoga teaches us to cultivate compassion, love, and respect for ourselves and others too. Through the practice of yoga, we develop a sense of unity and oneness with all of humanity and the natural world. On this International Yoga Day, let us not only celebrate the physical aspects of yoga, but also recognize its profound impact on our mental and emotional well being. Yoga is a pathway to self discovery and self transformation. As we commemorate International Yoga Day 2023, let us pledge to make yoga an integral part of our lives. Let us commit to nurturing our physical, mental, and spiritual well being through the regular practice of yoga. By doing so, we not only cultivate a healthier and happier existence for ourselves, but also contribute to the well being of our communities, society, and the world at large. I hope that today's session will fulfill the objectives of the webinar theme. Thank you. The session handed over to Dr. Shanmugam, please.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you for your opening remarks on this webinar day. Now, I request the expert, Ms. Amritavalli, Principal, KK International Public School, Bangalore, to deliver a talk on the theme Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Over to you, madam, please.
Thank you, sir. I just want to check, can I share a PPT? Will I be able to do that?
Yes, madam. You can go to the present one. There you can share. If you see the down menu, you can find that.
Madam.
Yeah, I will do that. A very good morning to one and all. Before I begin this, a special thanks to Dr. Radha ma'am for inviting me on this occasion for presenting a talk on International Yoga Day. A heartfelt thanks to you, ma'am. And before I begin this session, I would also want to say that there are a few things I would want to say before I start. That is, I see that the cameras are off. I'm a principal and a teacher by profession, and without looking into the student's face, I'll not be able to deliver anything. It's a request if all of you can turn on the cameras, because there is nothing more that I'll be presenting and I'll be delivering the talk. There is something that you'll have to do. Okay, that's fine. No issues. So let me begin my first slide with decluttering the mind. When I say decluttering the mind, it means to say that you will have to give up on everything that you are thinking about or talking about aside for a few minutes. It might be about your meals, about the work, about the job roles that you have for today. It can be about anything that is stopping you from being present at this point of time. I want you all to please be here at the present moment and keep your minds open and just let go of everything that is stopping you from being here at this point of time. Can I have a response? Yes, people are present?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, present.
Okay, only one. Shanmugam, sir? I hope you're not stopped by the mails, by the work, by the calls. Okay. So just keep all the work that you have aside for a few minutes. And I'm definitely not going to deliver a huge talk. It's going to be only for a few minutes. I want your time for the next few moments until and unless I complete this session. So even before I begin this session, I would have expected that we begin the session with the main mantra, that is the prayer. Can I have at least two of them to repeat after me? Yes?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Shanmugam sir, unmute Madi. Shanmugam sir.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Please close your eyes, join your hands. Keep everything that is stopping you aside. Please repeat after me. Yogena chittasya
Yogena chitasya
padena vacha
padena
malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yoga karotam Ravaram Munina Patanjalim Pranjalyanatosmin Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti.
Please rub your hands. Keep it on your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Let's begin this session. Thank you for being so generous. So this year's theme is Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And this is an international theme which already Radha ma'am has emphasized, that we share one earth, one family, and one future. Till the time we consider yoga as one of those things that is something that we do other than in life, it only comes across on these days that we celebrate these days, just like Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Yoga Day. Yoga Day, all these, while it used to be a part of an academic session, or very few people who used to go and participate, take yoga classes. but the significance and the importance of yoga has been very large over a period of time. Therefore, if you look at how things have changed over the last 5 years, the way yoga has taken importance in the life of every individual, just like the way we are breathing, it's just yoga there. The way we are thinking, the way we have our thought patterns, that itself is yoga. And making the best out of it is the yogic practices. So in order to ensure that we have one earth, one family, and one future, this year's theme is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is, each and everyone come together to form a one family for a better future. That is, we unite as people, we come together as family for a better future on this earth. So there are a few myths about yoga. Even before I proceed further, I would want to know, why do you think yoga is important? Until and unless people don't respond, I'm not going to go forward. So I would want response.
So it's mental and physical well-being of an individual.
Very nice. Good.
Union of mind and body, madam.
Very nice. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, so there are a few myths I want to break even before I go forward. There is a myth that yoga is a religious practice. Yoga is not a religious practice. Anybody and everybody can do yoga. And yoga is for weight loss. Anybody who has gained weight has to go for yoga, gym, or any other such physical exercises. Then you will be able to lose weight and be healthy, is a myth. Okay. Another myth is that yoga is only for those people who are suffering from some ailments. It can be the knee pain, which is common. It can be the back pain, which is common. It can be just a fatigue. It can be for stress, which is commonly told that, you are suffering. What is it that you are going through? Okay, I have diabetic. Okay, you have a lot of stress, so please practice yoga. No, yoga is for everybody. This is not specially meant only for weight loss, only for the people who are suffering from any ailments, and this is not for only to have a set of religious practices and to attain any kind of siddhi. Okay, this is for okay, so let me go forward. That is, when to practice yoga. When do you think yoga to be practiced? What is the best time to practice yoga? Anybody? Okay, people usually say the sun rises. That's the best time to practice yoga. But yoga is practiced off late in all the different times. It can be 10:30, 9:30, or even in the evenings between 5:30 to 6:30. That is, what is it that we'll have to look for when we are looking at practicing yoga at different times? There is a quote that is early to bed, early to rise is the first yoga practice to maintain a good health. But there are times, because of the lifestyle habits, that we have various different patterns. That is, we might be sleeping late. By sleeping late, your body is going to undergo pineal gland dysfunctioning, which causes definitely diseases which has hormonal variations. And there are studies which has shown that people who wake up early in the morning have a lot of optimism, and there is presence of consciousness all the time. But yes, definitely there are certain night owls, but constantly breaking the pattern of the sleep is definitely going to show some negative exhibits or exhibit rates like depression and neurotic behavior, which is further difficult for the body to maintain. Therefore, for the yoga practice, when we say, it is not just doing the yoga practice, but also maintaining the daily habits of the life. Okay, so this is where I am. And who can practice yoga? Yuva vruddhoti viruddhova vyadito durbhalova abhyasa siddhim avapnoti sarva yogeshva dindatha. That is, success can come to him only who is engaged in the practice. This is not only for yoga. Practice can be for any habit that me and you have in our daily life. And how can one get success without practice? By merely reading books on yoga, and one can never get success. That is, we open a book of yoga, we think about, okay, from next 21 days, I'm going to practice yoga. And we open a book and look at the daily asanas that we're supposed to follow. By doing that, we are not going to have any success in the practice. The yogic practice can have success only when you have practice on a day-to-day life. And even before we go on to further practice, there is a certain set of diet that we have to follow, which is called as mitaharam, which means to say no undereating or no overeating, which is a balanced diet. Well, of late, there are different types of diet. There is keto diet, there is vegan diet, and there are different forms of diet that people would follow. But there are three important characteristics when we say a diet. That is the way one eats, and what one eats, and when one eats. That the way one eats is how are you taking food on your day-to-day basis, and what one eats is what is on your plate that you are eating. Anything and everything goes into your system. Your body definitely has a mixed amount of emotions that it will respond to those food materials. And when does one eat? What is the time schedule that as we need to follow to have a proper healthy way of life? What not to do while eating, that is minimalize talk while eating. I think this is everybody would know from our ancestors. People have been telling, do not talk while eating, and take meals in the noon and in the evening, which is very popular now, which is called as intermittent fasting. That is, you take food in the noon, again in the evening, and again till the next day, you will not have any food to eat. But this depends on the kind of metabolism that you have and the kind of body condition that you have. Avoid snacking habits in between, that is munching onto things which are not necessary for the body. Yoga promotes the motto that is eat to live and not live to eat. That is, we have to eat only to survive, but it's not the other way around, that to survive we keep on eating. Avoid contraindicated food. For this, I would just want to give an example that not to have a carb along with a citrus fruit, because it's a contraindicated food and it will definitely indicates that your body acidity content will go on to a high level. And vegetarians contain the first-hand energy. That is, we have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, which if we consume, have a lot of oxytocin and which are which helps in toxin removal because they contain phytochemicals. And yoga recommends vegetarian food. That it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to have non-vegetarian food, but it helps in generating a good metabolism in the body. Well, definitely, being this way, I will not be able to show you asanas, but I will only stretch upon the importance of the asanas or the importance of the stretching exercises that will help in difference. That is, stretching gives flexibility, strength, controls the physical movement, controls the breath, and opens the potential energy channels, controls the mind. That is, while we are stretching, it gives us, it channelizes, it opens up those muscles. It activates the mind so that you can do more amount of work and concentrate on what you are doing. I think nature is the best teacher of yoga. You would have seen babies doing a lot of yoga asanas, that is keeping the toes in their mouth or stretching and doing all these. And this gives them the natural curvature of the spine to get developed. And if you look at them, the flexibility that they have, as and when we grow and mature enough, the flexibility will not be the same. And even before I move on to other aspects, let me give a brief about pranayama. Pranayama is nothing but breathing exercises. And this helps to avoid a shallow breath due to the poor posture. That is, we all sit throughout the day, or we might be walking throughout the day, or we might be standing. But if you have to just observe whether while you are sitting, is your back and the spine straight, or you are doing this, or you're leaning onto one side, or you're just bending onto one side. Always look at the posture in which you are sitting, because your breathing pattern also goes on. Posture is to encourage a diaphragmatic breathing, that is just not a shallow breathing, just breathe for the sake of it, but a full breathing will be accomplished by doing pranayama, and to provide more oxygen to the body and to control the emotions. And brain needs more oxygen, because lack of oxygen means a loss of mental balance, that is concentration and stress, which is a worldwide phenomenon now, where everybody that we come across talks about stress now. And it is important that we focus on the breath that we are taking. And one of the type of pranayama that we talk about is NADISHUDDI pranayama. Even before I proceed further, I would want to know whether can I make people practice this, or should I just cover it with the verbal benefits of it? Shanmugam sir?
Madam? Yeah.
Can I expect people to be practicing pranayama at least now, or should I just tell the benefits of it?
Yeah, madam. Whoever possible, they can follow what you do. Then you can give the instruction accordingly.
Okay. At least 2 or 3 can turn on the camera, that we can just help in doing this. Definitely, I'm not.
Yes. Participant, please 1 or 2, 3 people can engage along with madam. Then it's good. Yes. Yeah.
And like this. That is, your thumb finger should be there, your ring finger, and your small finger. Shanmugam sir, your thumb finger and your ring finger. Yes, thank you. So first, let us breathe a normal breath. That is, inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath inside. Inhale. Exhale. I would want you all to please use your thumb fingers to close your right nostrils now. With your left nostril open, please take a deep breath. Inhale. Close your left with the ring finger. With the right nostril, leave the air. Exhale now. We'll repeat now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Avoid opening your mouth. Do it with your nostrils. Last time. Inhale. Exhale with the right nostril. The same thing can be repeated to the left nostril as well. Thank you so much for coming forward to the practice. Please leave hands. Let us focus on the significance of NADISHUDDI pranayama. Continuously doing of NADISHUDDI pranayama strengthens the vital capacity of the lungs, and it purifies the nadi, that is the places where all the the air has to go in. It has to channelize all the areas of the cells, and it helps in controlling the emotions, because you're providing focus on your breath, and it will be able to control all your blood pressure level, and it provides calmness to the body, and it helps in improving the mental concentration as well. The next type of pranayama is BRAHMARI. You just have to, you can observe now, then you can practice. You have to hold your thumb finger to your ears, close it, then close your eyes with the rest of your fingers. Close it in such a way that you don't get to allow the light to pass through your eyes, and then say, While you're doing this, I want you to be present to how you are feeling in your brain is. Please hold your thumb finger to your ears, Close your eyes with other fingers and say, This is also called as the honeybee's jhenkara. Thank you so much. The Brahmari pranayama, when you do, you can feel that, you feel that vibrations that goes on when you are doing that jhenkara, and it helps in providing calmness to your mind and your body. And the last one, the most commonly done one, is Kapalabhati. That is, you hold your breath for a minute and keep on doing the leaving the air and taking in of the air like this. Initially, when you have to start doing it slowly, and then you can increase the number of times that you will be doing this. This helps in curing all the disorders of the digestive system. It helps in awakening the kundalini. It helps in concentration. It reduces the blood sugar level. It improves the blood circulation and purification of the blood. It improves the immune system. It helps in benefiting for the weight loss, and benefits for the pumping of blood in the heart, and benefits for skin and hair, and more than that, it helps in mind calmness. Even before I move forward, this will be my last slide on the Omkara mantra. I want you to please visit the Omkara mantra. When you are chanting Omkara, always be present that when you are taking Om, you first fill your chest region, then your stomach region, and then say when you are telling Makara, then you will be focusing on the mind. By this, you'll be taking in a lot of oxygen inside, and all the benefits of doing the pranayama will be of great help. And the last shloka that I would want to conclude this yoga session is with the prayer. Please join your hands for the last mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukhabhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Very excellent speech. Thank you so much. Very inspired. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for your the information with a practical session. Now I request my colleague, Dr. Kasturi Pesala, Assistant Regional Director, to propose a vote of thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Anybody has any queries, you may invite them.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, madam. Actually, in the eating habits, one thing was, I think, was missing out. Drinking of water, it should be avoided while eating.
Yes, sir. Definitely yes.
Yeah, that
But
was
drinking
missing.
water, there is a
One of the
certain
important
time to have water. Before the food consumption, there is a certain time in which you will have to consume water,
Yeah.
and after the food also, there is a certain time in which you will have to consume water.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Any other participant? Please have a query. Please take directly from madam. Any other participant, please? It may be anything about yoga or your practice. Please.
I have one query. Can I ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Madam, we eat salads and fruits, no? So when is the best time? It's in an empty stomach or before lunch? How many hours? Like, because we, as we heard that you should not mix the, cooked food and raw food together. So many people, they eat salads and all just before lunch or along with lunch.
If you have read that slide, there is mitaharam, that is, you will have to have, there is a certain balanced diet that you will have to follow. When I say balanced diet, it depends on the type of carb that you are eating. Are you eating rice? Are you eating chapati, or you are eating any such jowar roti or anything like that? You can have it along with the vegetables. When you say vegetables, it has to be along with the salad. Actually, the way we eat is that we have less quantity of salads, and a little bit of mixtures of different cooked vegetables and large quantity of carbohydrates.
Yes.
But it has to be the other way around.
Oh, okay. Okay.
More of raw vegetables and a more amount of, more amount of raw vegetables and little bit of carbs so that it gives you sugar. Because more amount of raw vegetables and all the vegetables in mix, the green leafy vegetables, and it can be a little bit of protein, and it can be a little bit of water vegetables that gives, it helps in retaining the water content in the body. All these vegetables helps in, water intake for a longer duration time and also gives you energy. Whereas the more amount of carb will only ensure that it gets exhausted very soon and we get hunger pangs again and we keep on eating.
Okay.
I hope I have answered your question.
Yeah, ma'am. So some confusions, that's all.
Madam, another question.
Yes, ma'am.
When to eat the fruits, madam? Before food or after food?
Actually, you can actually consume fruits instead of food. The best time to take, fruits contain a lot of sugar. Okay, they themselves have a lot of sugar. Therefore, it's better that you take in fruits before the food, so that it will balance, as in it will cut down on the intake of more amount of carb, which is not necessary for the body.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Madam, what is the tips to practice yoga without breaking? Because few of the people start in the interest and they will drop in between. Anything, is there something to continuously do?
Do we stop brushing our teeth? We don't leave that habit of brushing our teeth, isn't it?
Yes.
It's as simple as that. Do we stop breathing? Okay, I'm tired today. Let's stop breathing today. Let's take a break. No, we don't stop brushing our teeth until and unless it goes into our system that it is important. It's like a daily habit. You can make it a habit. Okay, like today, I'm going to start with only the basic of warm-up sessions for 5 minutes. So you keep on adding those minutes extra to your daily life. That is morning 8 to 8:05 is my yoga routine, wherein I'll only sit and practice meditation. Even that can bring in a lot of changes in your daily routine. It can bring in a lot of calmness to your daily routine. If you make it that it is something other than your life that you would want to practice, definitely yes, there will be break in the pattern. Until and unless we make it a part of a daily routine, it will always continue if you make it a part of your daily routine.
What will be the minimum time one can spend for the yoga? Minimum time. This much is benefit for the people.
How much time can you spend to look at your life in a day? At least 5 minutes? No.
It will yield benefits if I go for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or it's not sufficient, something like that I'm asking.
Sir, I do not know how your schedule is. Say, I do not do yoga like, okay, I have to sit for half an hour today, I have to sit for 1 hour today. The moment I feel my thought patterns are not aligned to my body systems, and I have a lot of other negative benefits that are going to come up, I'm going to stop doing my work, and I'm going to sit calm, only focus on my breathing only for 2 minutes. Even that is yoga, wherein you focus only on your breath. And even while focusing on the breath, just think and do it once, how many times your mind will go away. Okay, I have to send a mail. Okay, I'm sitting quietly, somebody is looking at me, they will think that I'm sleeping. Your mind will wander in all the places. So getting that control is very important, that you get your chattering mind into control and focus on your breath patterns. It will bring in a lot of benefits. You have to just spend 5 minutes every day. Say, this is the time I'm going to focus only on myself. This is my time. And then keep on increasing as and when you get time.
Participant, anybody? So please ask any other doubts or clarification. It's good. No question. Kasturi Madam, you can propose vote of thanks, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah. Respected Principal Madam, Mrs. Amrutavalli. She is a KK International Public School, Bangalore. It's really a pleasure, Madam. Had an practical kind of thing we have done. But I think it is more better if we have do face to face. I mean, the digital mode slightly we feel will be better next time if we have in a face to face mode.
Definitely,
we would love to have you here because. We have learned there are so many things to give, and but receiving is little less, because in digital mode we know it happens. Mostly we conduct such programs because we are told to do it, but I think it should come from within to do all such activity. We do one thing and one day and then we leave it. So we should practice all these things in a regular for our healthy body and mind. So it was really a good session. I would love to have you next time here in our regional center so that you can give us face-to-face way of practical sessions that will be of very helpful to all of us.
Definitely.
So once again, thank you for your all the presentations and the practical pranayams which you have told us. And we'll try to implement. I know, ma'am, we as your student, you are also principal, you know how the students behave. So we are also in the same mode.
I get that. I definitely get that.
Yeah. So thank you once again for being with us. On behalf of Regional Center, the Senior Regional Director, Dr. Radha Madam, and my colleagues, and the other coordinators and students of the university, I thank you and for this vibrant session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I hope I did justice to the given time that was given to me.
Yes.
But as you said, it would have been more helpful if demonstrations would have been reciprocated. But I understand. This is a part of some work. Therefore, I leave it at that. But yes, next time if I'm invited, definitely we can have a session. Definitely. Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Radha Madam, please. Anything, Madam? Concluding remarks, Radha Madam.
Nothing, sir. Actually, I have planned to invite Madam tomorrow, physically only. But Madam has her own school activities. Hence, we have arranged it today by online because our students are not available in the campus. We are all aware that it's a distance education university. So when I convert, the students will be joining online only. Otherwise, only RC staff will be available. So, madam suggested online. Yeah? So, when madam is free, it is welcome. It is not that only yoga day we have to meet madam. You are welcome to anytime as per your convenience.
Sure, ma'am. Definitely.
And tomorrow we arrange another expert from Brahmakumari Samaj. And so they accepted to come physically to RC. So we are also doing the yoga tomorrow in the RC also.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you for acceptance, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
We are also uploading the video in the YouTube channel. I will share you the YouTube link. But today I'll
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all the participants and our senior regional director and my colleague and today expert. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.